And we are live. Welcome to Force of Light Entertainment. I am your host, Michelle.
And I'm Natalie, and welcome to our very special Star Wars holiday special.
Yes, happy, well, I guess it was technically yesterday, but happy
Yes.
Life Day to all of you that are already in the chat. Hello, Bob.
Hey, Bob.
Hello, Blue Harvest Vintage Toys.
Hello.
And hello to Craig S., who, let's see, your Baby Yoda should be arriving soon, because he, of course, won the
very
Baby
nice.
Yoda giveaway. Yes, very, very nice. So we are they, oh, let's see. Do you guys see us? Hello? Let's see, Craig, I just read asking if we're having technical difficulties. Are we on?
Hey, Charlie.
Yes, hey, Charlie.
Can you guys see us and hear us?
We should be. Everything should be good. But there's also always a delay in that feed. That's what I'm wondering. Someone in the chat, are we good?
I see you now.
Okay.
Very good.
Awesome. Yes, that's what I thought. A lot of times, Craig, well, we usually come in about a minute late. I'm going to keep it real on that one. But then also, there's also sometimes a slight delay in the feed. That can be the case. Like we see you guys' comments slightly after I think you guys type them out. So, but anyways, it's all good now. So yes, we are going to be discussing and hello to Kat, by the way, and Royal Farm Boy. Hello. And Charlie Skywalker. Hello.
And Gerald Kane.
Yes, hello to everyone. It is good to see all of you guys, and I hope you guys are excited to discuss this new Lego Star Wars Christmas special, or is it Christmas? Holiday special. Yeah, holiday special.
But it does have a very Christmas feel.
It does.
I mean, even Yoda's wearing red and green like sweater at the end.
And Darth Vader.
Oh yeah.
When he throws the Emperor down, and the Emperor says, "Why are you wearing that sweater?"
He was feeling the spirit.
So join the conversation and let's talk the holiday special. Okay. So you guys let us.
I like that. Okay.
Okay.
Let's get into this.
So you guys let us know. That's why we wanted to do this live. Hello, Mark ED. Yes, nice. Oh, and hello to the one and only.
Hello, Shabby.
Yes, Shabby. Yes, hello, everyone. And you guys let us know in the chat, like, what were the things that you thought? Because here's my initial thoughts about this. Okay, so it was about 46 minutes, I think,
like
or
48, maybe somewhere in there.
Yes. I didn't know what to expect. I actually had not even watched the trailer. It just kind of snuck up on me, and I wasn't really excited about it. That's why I didn't watch the trailer. So then I was like, you know what? This looks kind of interesting.
Shell, are you even a Star Wars fan?
I just lost my card, guys.
She did.
And anyway, so I watched it, and I didn't know what to expect. I absolutely thought it was like just such a treat that yesterday. Like it was just so fun and so lighthearted and genuinely made me laugh several times throughout it.
I was actually surprised how good it actually was.
Yeah.
And cute and funny, and how much they tied in to this 48 minutes of the whole story and kind of fan service. And speaking of, let's see.
We got Amanda in the house. I saw her. Hello, Amanda.
Hey, Amanda.
But what were you looking for?
Let's see. I'd seen eating Blue Harvest Toys, eating cheesecake in bed like a boss. Now that's what I'm talking about.
That's the way to go.
Hats off to you, good sir.
Yes, that is the way to go. Mark just watched it before the live stream. It is so much fun.
It is. I don't know why I didn't, but I didn't expect to like it quite as much as I did and think it was as fun as it was. But then it's like I was telling Michelle before we started, I actually, I'll admit I'm not like a big like kids movie type person. I mean, I'll admit it. It's not really my thing. But one of the ones I genuinely enjoyed when my daughter was little was the Lego movie. And then I watched the Batman Lego movie with her, and those were both had really funny parts. So It's like, I guess it shouldn't have surprised me. They're good with comedy.
Yeah, they're great. And hello to you from Australia.
Hello.
Yes.
From the land down under.
That's yes. Good to have all of you guys in the chat. So we'll kind of begin. So of course, I like that this is almost like they take basically from the sequel trilogy where we thought it would go,
Yeah.
which we all wanted Finn to become a Jedi. At least,
Yes,
at
I
least,
like that.
at least in my mind, Rey is currently. As soon as I left Episode 9, in my mind, in the future,
Yes.
Rey was going to train Finn. It was kind of the Luke Leia dynamic in a way there.
Because he was clearly Force sensitive.
He was. So I liked that right off the get-go, they have that dynamic that he is training to be a Jedi, and Rey has taken upon herself to train him. And of course, it is Poe was just kind of a mess this whole movie. He was just really into the
He
holiday.
was definitely some of the comic relief. I mean, not that you need relief
Yeah.
in a movie like this, but he was a fun character in this.
Yeah, he was. And
he was kind of the goofball.
He was definitely the goofball. And they were on Kashyyyk, which of course is Chewbacca's home world. So that was fun. But of course, Rey eventually goes, she finds that she feels like a failure as a teacher. And of course, that's what sets off this journey as she goes to this Jedi temple to find this key that can open up to times of past that can only happen on Life Day, because they are preparing a feast for Life Day. So I like it begins with what we kind of want in Chapter 10. Not Chapter 10, Episode 10, if there was one, of Rey training Finn. And then, of course, that's when the fun really begins, when Rey gets to the temple and she begins to go back in time. And I believe the first place she goes is to Dagobah.
Yes, I think so.
Yes, she goes to Dagobah.
And as soon as she started down that road, I was like, man, this is fun. Like,
Yeah.
this is cool. And I almost had the thought, not in the silly way, but it's like, if we could get some kind of cool live action version of this, like, concept, I'm like, this would be pretty awesome.
Well, and I think, though, it doesn't even have to be live action. When you can do animation in a way that's really appealing to adults too.
True.
Because you can do so much more with animation. That's kind of
true.
trippy and different.
Yes.
And, this was kind of that. And basically, Rey goes on this journey that, had you really been Rey in the sequel trilogy, you would have loved to have seen. Like all these big moments that we have all watched and experienced, and her getting to, and so it was fun to watch her get to go back and experience things we've already seen as the audience.
Yeah.
And things she would have loved to have seen. Like, it's Master Skywalker being trained by
Yoda.
Yeah,
so cool.
Yeah, like two rock stars in the Jedi religion or whatever
and
you want to call it.
And see these awesome moments.
Yeah,
like super cool.
Yeah, it was awesome. And right out of the gate, Yoda, as usual, cracks me up.
Yes,
because he of course says the do or do not try, or do or do not. There is no try. And I love, he says, participation trophies for Jedi, there are not. It's like, that is kind of what that statement means in many ways. And let's see, where does she go after that? Does she see? I think she sees Obi-Wan and
it jumps
Qui-Gon
around so quickly. It's almost like I'd have to watch it again to have a better, memory of the order of things.
Yeah, so I may be jumping out of order, I may not be, but I think it is to Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon at the beginning of The Phantom Menace. And I was telling Natalie before we got on here, it made me laugh when Obi-Wan is like a trade dispute, like, can't we do some action? Because it's like,
as it kind of how they move.
It's like, because as a viewer watching The Phantom Menace, you're like, can we see the Jedi do some action? Like, it's pretty much, he was speaking for what we, the audience, wanted.
we were saying before, Michelle's pointing out, she said it well, it's kind of like they make fun of things about Star Wars, but not in a way that's like offensive to the fans.
Yeah,
it's like in a way we're like, kind of like if we're fans, we can make fun of each other type of thing, or like things about it, and they did that very well in this.
Yes, it was like
in a humorous, lighthearted way.
Yes, it was like not even making fun, really, like having fun with.
Yeah,
but in a way,
some of the things they know people have made fun of, or things like that, or like Luke and his love for that blue milk.
He loved that blue milk, and he'd get the blue milk mustache
every time. And then when she takes him back to Tatooine, and she just like puts his milk on him, and then he snuggles it. Great, that's great.
I mean, we all know Luke loves his milk, and I will say this: I said the same thing, Charlie.
Yeah.
I thought she nailed Rey's voice. Like at first, I almost thought it was Daisy Ridley, and then I was like, no, I guess it's not. But I thought she did fantastic with that voice work. Totally. I thought it was absolutely wonderful what she
And
did.
I noticed somebody earlier in the chat was saying they loved the little swing by to the Mandalorian. It's
Yes.
because I told Michelle about halfway through, I'm like, surely they're going to end up with like a little quick baby Yoda scene, and how cute, like they're both fighting and stuff. Oh, how cute.
Well, and I think why we probably love that in a way is this so beautifully tied in, like
all the worlds.
Well, all 9 Skywalker saga movies. And then it shows how much people love The Mandalorian for that to be the one other movie they put into it.
Character.
Yeah, I mean, not movie, but the other live action characters they put into it.
Made the cut.
Yes, and of course you hear, another thing I want to compliment is the music that was put together was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like they even used, if you caught it, the very inspirational Rise of Skywalker version of the Star Wars music that I love.
Yeah,
that can almost make me tear up, but because it's so powerful. But they did such a good job with the music and then making fun in a lighthearted way of all these different scenes. And of course, Rey sees it's fun. She sees, let's see, all the versions of Anakin.
Yeah,
because she sees
childhood Anakin.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Little Annie.
She sees little Annie because they fall into the pod racer
when he's doing the race.
Yes. So she sees little Annie. She sees Attack of the Clones Anakin. She sees Revenge of the Sith Anakin, and then she fights Vader throughout the whole thing. So it's awesome that Rey gets to see this character, and she gets to see all the Lukes.
Yeah,
she gets right off the bat Empire Strikes Back Luke. Then she gets the milk A New Hope Luke, and then she gets the awesome Return of the Jedi Luke.
Yeah,
so that's cool.
And then Ghost Luke.
Yeah, Ghost. She does get Ghost Luke and Leia. Yeah, that was nice too at the end. And I will say, I mean, who are you guys' standout characters? I mean, to me, it definitely has to be Vader and Emperor Palpatine.
Yes, they both were funny, and shirtless Kylo was pretty great. Them making fun of like just how awkward it was, and that guy like belly button, he just kept like looking at things on his chest.
Yeah, Hux is just like navel belly button. And that was the just why this movie was so worked and was so smart. Like it was hysterical, and I loved. Okay, so when Vader first appears with Emperor Palpatine, and he's okay, it cracked me up every time too. They showed the second Death Star and something would fall every time, like a piece would fall off, because of course it wasn't complete when they in Return of the Jedi. And then it really cracked me up when Vader or Emperor Palpatine, he's like, we'll call it, or he's like the second Death Star. And he's like, I don't mean to be rude, but isn't that a little derivative? Because, and again, that's kind of them poking at something we've all talked about, how there have been multiple Death Stars. And of course, Kylo Ren eventually brings up Starkiller Base.
He's like, Emperor's like, I like that.
He's like, I like that. But the Emperor, like, he genuinely cracks me up. And I thought it was funny when Vader, like, gives him, I guess for Life Day. Yeah, for Life Day. The best Emperor in the galaxy mug, and he's just like, yeah, this is trash, and just throws it, just no regard for it.
Well, I mean, it seems realistic.
Yeah, it does seem realistic. The Emperor wasn't super nice.
No.
So then, like, were there any comments, Natalie, you're seeing?
Well, I was looking at some of them.
Here, I can scroll up. We'll look at the comments a moment. I was talking, and I've been missing you guys' comments. Was there something it seemed like you were...
See, the Emperor was great. He sounded just like the robot chicken version of himself.
I need to watch some of these robot chickens because people really seem to like them, and I've never.
Palpatine sounded like Joker.
He did kind of. He really did. Yeah, that's a good observation. Yeah, he totally sounded like Emperor.
Well, and somebody said crap accent up there, and I was wondering who they thought had a crappy accent. I was wondering if we had a British person that was not happy with maybe Rey's accent or something.
Ah, yes.
Oh, crap English accent.
Are you talking about Rey? Who are we talking about here, Blue Harvest? You let us know. Oh, and by the way, now it's a day late, but happy birthday to Bob, who is in the chat.
Yes, happy birthday, Bob.
Yes, happy birthday. But
For
then
he's a jolly good fellow. I won't go on, but that was for you, Bob.
yes, happy birthday. So then what other scenes do they fall through? I mean, there's just so many scenes as her and Vader fight. And it was pretty great too. And you picked it up immediately when Rey and Vader go through and they're in the tunnels at the beginning of Empire Strikes Back.
Yes, yeah.
And then for Vader to run into Vader.
Yeah.
And they're like, I'm in charge. No, I'm in charge.
And then what is it they say? And then the other one says it. I forget. It's kind of like a famous line of Vader's.
Oh, impressive.
Yeah.
Most impressive.
Most impressive. He's like, you are me.
Yeah, that was really funny. I mean, just so much of it was funny. Let's see. Who are we saying? Oh, I thought we were missing something. Oh, Rey. So we've got one who wasn't impressed by Rey's accent.
Oh, yeah. Too Cockney. Yeah, see, that's like, I'm sure just like in England and Britain, there's so many different like regional accents, just like in the US.
Yeah.
So it's like you guys would recognize that a lot more than we would, because we're not used to all the different ones. Whereas like we could pick up so quickly, oh, that person's Northern American or
even Midwestern, the
so many
different locations. Yes.
Sometimes even in a state, there's like different, from county to county, there's kind of an accent.
Yeah, there really can be. So, yeah. But who else? I was thinking there were so many just awesome scenes as they're falling through. And then at what point does she get to the Kylo cracked me up? I mean, it truly did crack me up because we all thought it was awkward when Kylo was shirtless. I mean, that was the scene that we all have to so for them to lightheartedly poke at it, it just was funny because
and just him feeling, the other guy obviously feeling so awkward, and then them later saying, can you put a shirt on first?
Yes. Oh, and that's wonderful when the Emperor and Vader go, oh, that's what's so funny too. The Emperor's like, why don't we go forward in time? Let's see where I am 30 years, not knowing his fate. And
he's like, do I own a little bit? Or do I rule a little bit of the galaxy? He's like,
and then he hears Supreme Leader. Is that sounds above Emperor? So then, I mean, it's funny even too. Of course, Kylo Ren, who worships basically Vader. It's just so,
Grandpa.
and for him to see like his little montage of Vader that he has, or his little
almost
shrine.
Like kids would have like rock people, like rock bands up, like those are his idols.
And then does Vader say original when he has his helmet on or something like that?
Yeah, he's like, that's original.
Yeah. So then that is funny when the Emperor, has him. He's like, funny story about what happens. And I told Natalie it really cracked me up when the Emperor, he's like, you wouldn't throw me down a shaft, would you? To Kylo Ren. And Kylo Ren's like, and it goes back to when he literally cuts in half Snoke. And he's like, no, I wouldn't do that.
Not my method.
Yeah, that's not the route I'm gonna go. So that was hysterical.
Thank you for that RFB. We appreciate that.
What was it? Oh, yes.
Like button.
Yes. Go ahead and hit that like button. Yes, as he pointed out. That is fantastic. And he said, what did he say?
He's saying there's a lot of different accents. I'm sure that's true. Because like I said, sometimes even in a state, there's like several different, like you'll go to different counties and it'll be like different accents.
Yes, and I can say that watching BBC shows, I have begun to pick up different accents.
We're both a big fan of the BBC shows. So yes, they are. There's a lot of different ones for sure.
Yeah, definitely. So then where do they go to after, Natalie? Where do they go after you get, they go back to the Death Star. What are you reading?
Yeah, I noticed that she never said, hey, Grandpa. Oh, like
yes.
To Palpatine?
Yes. Okay, that's a great point, Amanda. That was the one thing I noticed they lacked is they did not address the fact that they're related.
Yeah.
Because they address Kylo and Vader, Grandpa,
right. Yeah.
but they don't address it with Rey and Palpatine. So that was kind of interesting. Yeah. I noticed that too, Amanda. But I mean, it just, everything about this to me was just hysterical. And again, Luke, and again, they just did everything so well.
They make Luke a little dumb in this. Well, in a comical way.
Yeah, because it's before he gets to Obi-Wan.
He's just kind of like, the He's like, I'm a farmer, the whole time, kind of throughout the whole thing.
And then I love too kind of that big battle that kind of happens. And let's see, you've got Darth Maul who's cut in half with his dual blades. You've got all the different Obi-Wan and Anakins. And then you have the 2 Han Solos, and you've got Greedo. And he's like, who shoots first? It's kind of that classic Han shot first, and Han does shoot. Both of them shoot Greedo first. There are just so many.
There's just so many. I'll have to watch it again. Just so many little quick references to the different movies and things the characters have said. I just thought it was really surprisingly well done. I mean, I guess I shouldn't say surprisingly. I just kind of went into it not knowing what to expect.
Don't they even do the "Don't do it, Anakin"? They just cover all the big moments of Star Wars.
And wasn't there some reference that one guy comes in? He's like, instead of "it's an attack," he says something else that sounds similar. Or
something. He does. Yeah, instead of "it's a trap."
Yeah.
I forget what he says, but yes, that is there. And of course, I mean, it's just awesome too to see Rey fighting Vader, and Vader's just so hysterical throughout this whole thing.
He is.
And then,
hey, Roland's reviews.
Yes, hello,
hey, Scuba Pete. I like that name.
It always makes me think of Scuba Steve.
It does. I think that's why I like it.
Yeah,
Scuba Steve.
Yeah, for those of you who have seen, we're Adam Sandler fans. For those of you who have seen, of course, Big Daddy,
yes.
Scuba Steve. So
legendary.
I literally hear Scuba Steve in my mind every time Scuba Pete that I see your name. So then too, it was cracking me up when Kylo is in the Death Star with the Emperor, and he's like, "Look at my chair, wee!" And then he wants Kylo down. He's like, "Scoochie, scoochie, scoochie, scoochie." And then when they're all fighting, he's like, "Fight, fight, fight, fight!" He's just, they just did the.
That really is what he was like, though. He just wanted people to fight. Oh, another thing that let's see, what was it when they're when Obi-Wan and Anakin are having that fight, that on the lava, and he's like, "Anakin, anger leads to hate, and and then Anakin's like, "I know what it leads to." It's like, you've told me enough.
There are just. I mean, I'm just trying to even think of them all. I mean, there's just so many
jam-packed.
Yeah, just so many hysterical little moments.
I forget what really made me laugh out loud towards the end. It's like I'll have to rewatch it.
Well, what really made me laugh is one, of course, it's cool when it is cool where the Emperor is just like, "Fight, fight, fight, fight." And you've got Kylo and Vader fighting against Rey and Return of the Jedi Luke, because that's the hero really. Well, I know Kylo turns, but they both turn. So actually, it was
true.
It was the equivalent of that.
Yes.
So I thought that was really cool. And Rey tries to tell Luke, and he's like, "I get it. The guys in black or whatever he says, something like that."
And he uses the lightsaber, but I guess he doesn't know what he's doing. Of course,
no, it's Return of the Jedi Luke.
Oh,
remember,
because I noticed he's
the farm boy was still there.
Okay, so she had brought in, or somehow.
Well, because the time matched up. They were back in time. So literally it's the time that Vader and Luke are coming in.
Now it makes so much more sense.
Yeah. We're explaining things right on the spot to Natalie. So that was funny. I will tell you what cracked me up at the end of this.
Hey, Pally boys.
Yes, hello, everyone.
Glad to have you here.
What cracked me up at the end of this was when Vader goes to throw the Emperor over the shaft. And the Emperor says, "Why do you have on that sweater?" Because as he's being electrocuted, you see a Christmas sweater. And when
the Emperor first starts doing he's like, "Whoopsie."
and then it did crack me up when the Emperor's going down the shaft.
And he has this Scrooge moment is the way I look at it.
He does. Yeah, and in slow-mo, he catches the mug that he had mocked that Vader was so, kind of distraught. "I went to Batuu to find that for you." And he gets the mug and he's like, "This was nice."
This really is a nice mug.
I was realizing Vader was a good apprentice. So, I mean, it was just hysterical. And of course, Rey says goodbye to Ben. And everyone is left in their time. And
And then the moral of the story, like it was sweet, kind of what Yoda taught Rey about,
yes.
like, you kind of forgot he's your friend. Like it's not just a teacher and apprentice. Like what did all these have in common? They were friends.
Well, and I was going to say too, and I know at least Cam Ray, there's a few people, Josh, from a certain point of view of you guys that are teachers, but being someone who's been in school as long as I have been,
it is a career at this point, Michelle.
or even being in sports and having coaches, the coaches or the trainers, teachers that I have appreciated the most, it wasn't just because they gave me information. It was because there was also a bond. They invested in me, and there was that bond. And that is what Yoda teaches her.
Definitely.
It's about the bond that you guys make.
Well, I think because in any relationship in life, that's how people receive the best. And that is how people are taught the best, when they feel like, loved and appreciated and respected. So
yes.
I mean, not to get deep with the relationship stuff
on the Lego movie. Well, and too, just that, Rey realized she kind of overcomes her kind of feeling like she's not worthy enough to teach. And then that which that is real life, where when you don't feel worthy, you kind of project that onto others.
Right.
Like when she gave him the stick instead of took away the lightsaber.
Yes, yeah.
And it was fun, even in Lego version, to get the yellow lightsaber in action. That was cool.
Yes, I like that.
That was awesome. I enjoyed that. And then, of course, they all get to have their Life Day celebration on the Millennium Falcon. Well, I guess they do it outside of it, with the porgs. All of
Chewbacca's family's trying to eat the.
Yeah, we didn't get any Ewoks though. Where were the Ewoks, guys?
Where were the Ewoks?
I mean,
it's a good question now that you mentioned
unless I missed it. I don't think I saw an Ewok. You guys can correct me if there were. I don't recall seeing any Ewoks in the Christmas special.
I have a cat that I say looks like a mix between an Ewok and Chewbacca.
But yes, so
Audrey.
She does. She does kind of. So you guys let us know in the chat. That's kind of our talking. Who was your standout character? Let us know in the chat. I would have to, it's hard because it really is, to me, the Emperor, Vader, and Kylo all together were hysterical together.
You like the bad guys, huh?
The bad guys were fun, but this was truly just such a fun movie because it just so beautifully tied in this entire saga and poked fun in a lighthearted way. Let's see. Those teddy bears don't celebrate Life Day. As people call them, the murder bears, they don't celebrate Life Day. Wookiee cat was not.
I'm telling you, it's true. I'm going to have to post a more recent picture of her on Twitter.
She can a little bit.
Yeah, she does. She really does.
She's not as
she kind of acts like a Wookiee, too.
I don't know. Wookiees are a little more useful.
She's very emotional.
She is very emotional. Well, she does let out a lot of noises. So
we have full-on conversations in her native language.
Yeah, she does. So, I mean, Natalie, what are kind of your final thoughts as far as this? I absolutely loved it.
I thought it was a great, fun movie. I think kids would love it.
Yes.
And then, it surprised me as an adult. I loved it. So I give it an A+.
Because I think sometimes, like yesterday when I watched it, it was just what I needed. It was lighthearted. It was fun. It was familiar that you love, but this new take on it. I just loved how they perfectly weaved in all these 9 movies plus The Mandalorian. I just thought it was pretty awesome.
It was just so much. Hey, Olivia.
Who do we got? Olivia?
Yeah. She says, hey, everyone.
Oh, yeah. Hello. Hello there. Oh, we got 3 Obi-Wan Kenobis all at the same time. Like, hello there.
Yeah, hello there.
Yeah, there was just so much.
Michelle, I think I'm going to tell a quick story real quick related to podcasting, YouTubing, whatever. If you guys know Conversations, if you don't, you should check them out.
Yes, they are a Red 5 Network podcast too.
You guys probably already know and love them. If you're not, go subscribe to them or go. What do you say on podcasts? Subscribe.
Yeah, go subscribe. Yeah, Conversations, a Star Wars podcast. They're so much fun.
Or find them on Twitter. Pat and Charles. Pat and Charles. Anyway, really funny guys. But so we had finished the chat. We were just talking after. And Charles says
Charles is going to show up in the chat and be like, really?
He's like, why are you telling this story? And Charles is Canadian, or originally Canadian. He lives in the States now. But he's just talking, and it was kind of late and getting delirious. And he says, that was a hoot and a half.
And Pat said, did you just say a hoot and a half?
And it was like, it struck me funny, but for some reason I kept my laughter in. And then when Pat's like, did you just say yes, did you just say that? It's like we just lost it. It's become a joke if you see it on Twitter forevermore. Like, how many hoots do you give it?
Yeah, we told them from then on we were gonna have to start rating movies by hoots.
Like, it gets 5 hoots.
Yeah, if we're rating out of 5, then I give the Star Wars Christmas special, shout out to you, Charles. I give it 5 hoots.
5 hoots for sure.
I mean, it was just,
we're just gonna start doing emojis.
Yeah, that will be our Twitter reviews. You'll just see how many owls there are, and that'll be how many hoots that we give something. But yeah, I just thought it was a lot of fun. I thought all the characters were absolutely hysterical, and again, it was just so much fun to see Rey get to relive all these things we've seen as the audience.
He gave it 3.5 hoots.
and then Natalie calls, yes, so you listened to that podcast episode.
See, I really have no room to laugh at Charles.
No, she does it, Charles. She calls people little stinkers. And I have to be like, did you just say little stinkers?
And it's weird. I don't think I've ever said that in my life, but Baby Yoda brought it out of me. He's just a cute little stinker.
But yes, guys, let's see. We're already giving people. See, I like it. You guys are already picking up on the rating system.
Charles, we're forever grateful, and Pat, for you calling him out like that and having one of the best laughs of my life.
Yes, we now will just forever now rate things and owls. So Scuba,
how many hoots?
Scuba Pete is giving it 4 hoots.
That's pretty solid.
That is pretty solid. Yeah, I'm gonna say that again. Natalie, how many hoots did you give? I gave it 5 hoots. I'm 5 for 5. I thought it was awesome. Now we've got Baby Yoda is a little stinker.
He is. See, there's no other way to say it. Let's see. Oh, and I want to say hi to Salacious. Always happy to have you here.
Hello to Salacious Rum. You got to keep your eye on that monkey lizard.
I like to say he keeps things spicy.
He does keep it spicy.
He just has that flavor about him.
Yes, yeah, he definitely does. But I think that hoot. So I feel like now we truly have established that we now rate things in hoots, and definitely check out Conversations. So you can, and in fact, you can give them.
You say a hoot and a half, and you have to say it with that kind of Canadian accent.
Yeah, you've got to add the Canadian. A hoot and a half.
A hoot and a half. I love it.
But I give this beyond a hoot and a half.
Yeah, oh yeah, we give it 5 hoots.
Yeah, I mean, it's 5 hoots, guys. It's definitely Amanda's giving it 5 hoots. I mean, we're getting 5 and 4 hoots across the board. I mean,
it's pretty solid here.
Yeah, they really did a hooting good job.
Missed most of the stream getting my little stinker back to bed. Well, don't worry, that's important. So you can catch it later, watch it on the repeat.
Yes, but yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Yes, yeah.
But thank you guys for joining the chat and making it fun, making it spicy, as you always say. Oh, there we go. He said it's Salacious new rating.
I love it.
There you go, Salacious.
You need to go with that. Seriously. So we're the owls and you're the peppers.
Yes, we're the owls. Thanks to Charles from Conversations. And you are spicy, so you're going to give it salacious, so you're going to use those peppers. I like it. I really do like it. As much as I like the Star Wars special.
Yeah.
And I really do. I hope they give us more of this type of content from time to time.
I mean, it's like fun and funny and
creative.
And creative all at the same time.
It was. Yeah. So from now on, I will not skip the trailer for the Lego Star Wars something.
You're missing out, Shell.
I've learned my lesson.
And in truth, I wouldn't have watched it if she hadn't said, Natalie, you should check it out.
Yeah, it's like, what?
Shelly.
And I did that because I watched it and I thought it was so much fun that I was like, hey, we should do it and do a live stream. That'd be a lot of fun. So thank you guys for making it fun and making this live stream a hoot and a half. So,
and Blue Harvest, we will come on anytime. You just let us know.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, and there's so many of you guys that I feel we're going to have come on here soon. We're beginning to make quite the list, I feel. It's just fun with friends, isn't it, guys? To have discussions as we like to have, happy, upbeat conversations. But yeah.
Basically what we're saying is we love you guys.
We do. We love everyone in the chat. We appreciate all of you guys. All of you are awesome. In fact, I've been watching Blue Harvest Vintage Toys, Salacious,
yes,
Mark Shabby Geek. Mark, I don't know what it is. I mean, I'm going to make you go broke because I need more videos because it's like, what's he got?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
You get like intrigued, like who? What is it going to open up in that box?
Like when I watched the other day, you had like this, you said you got it at Hobby Lobby, and it's like I was telling her about it. It was like so cool. I'm not even like a huge Christmas decorator, but it was like this little like TV, and you just turn it on and it like has Christmas scenes or something.
Yes.
I'm like, I want one of those.
Yeah, I told him in the comments. I was like, Natalie wanted that, and I want this. So yeah,
get some cool finds.
We enjoy it. We enjoy all of you guys. I've seen many people that have channels. In fact, I've been enjoying all of you guys a lot more than the people I used to listen to.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's been fun getting to meet all you guys and everyone in the chat. Make sure you do subscribe to Salacious and Blue Harvest and Mark Shabby Geek. And I feel like I've missed a few more in here that have channels. But yeah, make sure to check out all these awesome channels that have been in the chat tonight. And also, of course, check out Conversations on Podcasts and rate them on podcasts and give them a few hoots. At least a few hoots. at least for giving us that tonight. So
yes.
But yeah, they're awesome. All of you guys are awesome. But thank you for tuning in to this episode, this fun live stream of Force of Light Entertainment. We have enjoyed talking the Star Wars Holiday Special. And yes, I hope you enjoyed your Life Day yesterday, and I hope you enjoy watching this movie. And watching this movie again, maybe with your kids, because that's the great thing. You can watch this with your kids. Any age could appreciate this movie. What do we got?
Thank you, Vader.
Oh,
girl.
yes. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
That too kind. Yes. We appreciate you all. Love you guys. And we will check you guys out. We will have, let's see, our next live stream will be this Saturday at 11 o'clock.
Don't miss it. Be there, be square.
Yes, to be discussing the new episode at that point of The Mandalorian.
So excited.
Yes. So and then we'll be talking, guys, about that little stinker some more. So yes. So and
back on that little stinker.
And hopefully on Friday we have a hoot and a half watching the new Mandalorian episode. So
you know what I want to see now? I want to see like a little jersey and like a chain on Baby Yoda, and on the back it says like Lil Stinker.
Lil.
Not little.
Lil.
That's his rapper name.
That's definitely yep. We got 5 hits. I like it, Scuba Pete. I like it. Yes. So anyways, thank you guys for joining. We will check you guys out Saturday. And in the meantime, may the Force be with you.
Stay classy, Star Wars community.
Yes. See you guys.
Bye, guys.